Brad, you talked about this team fighting to the very end. You wanted to see the effort to the very end. You certainly got that tonight. It was, I guess, you probably expect a bit of a fire wagon game under the circumstances, but certainly the fight was there all night.
Yeah, there was lots of chances both ways. We probably could have played a little bit better the first half of the game away from the puck, but yeah, goalie gave us enough saves and gave ourselves a chance to get close at least at the end. And it's kind of a significant in the fact that I think all year long we've had a resilience and a tenacity, and it shows again there as the game winds down.
In terms of the last 9 games, some of the guys, I guess, individually, like Forrester, Michkov, guys that had these strong endings to the season, Bobby Brink, does that give you even more optimism for the future, the way these guys wrapped up the season?
Yeah, we've got some really good young pieces and, going to be part of the organization for a long time coming. And it's exciting. We have a lot of holes to fill as well, but, yeah, some of the efforts and some of the additions to the games, the developments of some of those guys' games it's been substantial, and it's a great signal going forward. And these guys should be excited about the future. They've taken a huge step this year and really sort of raised the ceiling of where they possibly can get to when their game finally peaks. But yeah, lots of great efforts by a lot of our real good young guys.
I guess I'll give you a chance to talk with the video guys a little bit. I think they were 6-1 this year or something like that. Obviously, a lot going on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see that lead to things like that.
Yeah, they do a great job. They watch every challenge throughout the year. It's you sit in on some of them and you watch, especially the goalie interference ones, and it's not as cut and dried as some people would like to make it out to be. Even though that one looked real good in our favor early, I don't know if you ever really know how they're going to play out. The offsides tend to be a little bit more predictable, but they've done a great job the 3 years I've been here, and that was just another example of it.
I guess it might be a big ask to reflect on 6 months, but when you look back on this season and where the organization was going into it, do you feel like you guys kind of accomplished a lot of your goals going into this year despite it not ending in a playoff spot?
Yeah, I think when you don't make the playoffs, I think it's hard to feel good about the season as a whole. It's probably a little too early to, like you said, to try and encapsulate the whole thing too, but I would say the growth from within is probably one of the best things that came out of this year. Guys like Forrester and Cates and Brink, that whole line. Other guys have really stepped forward. Michkov's year is something to be excited about. Lots of that push for ice time as well. As the team gets better and better, that gets more and more a part of everyday life. And we're trying to take steps towards getting back to where we want to as an organization. And nobody feels good about the fact that we're not playing any more games this year. But there are a lot of bright lights there that kind of shine through, and it gives you lots of optimism for the future.